Hey everybody, my name is Kayla Kennedy. I am an independent Scentsy consultant. Today I'm just going to be showing you how I make my samples every month. So everybody does it a little bit differently, but these are the ways that really work for me, what I really love to do. So what I'm doing is I'm just starting out with this Wilton little chocolate melter that I got at Walmart or Target or something for about 20 bucks. And I'm going to take my bar of Scent of the Month. This next coming up, December, is Pretty in Plaid. So I've got the description here. Woody juniper berries jive with minty fresh wintergreen, festive Douglas fir, and bright tart cranberries. So this is the actual first time I'm smelling it. And it smells like Christmas. It's really greeny. If you don't like the fir wintergreen smells, this might not be for you. But it's got a crispness to it, and I don't smell the cranberries, to be honest. But it's just that nice, it's a nice green Christmas feeling, to be honest. And I don't like fir, that this isn't bad. This isn't overpowering. It's actually really like it, which is nice because when you are melting an entire bar, you want to like what you're melting, right? So I just take this out of the clamshell. You've got 8 cubes here, so I break it up. Sometimes if I'm feeling funky, I will even cut these cubes down into halves or quarters to help it melt a little bit quicker. But I'll pop those in there. Gosh, it does smell good. It's all over my hands. I love it. So I will wait here. This warmer's been on a little while, so it's already starting to melt. I'll wait 5-10 minutes and check it out. I don't want to wait too long because I don't want all of the aromas, all of the oils to already evaporate. So some people are very against melting down a wax bar. And and I see their point. You don't want to release what could be released for the customers. But this is the way that I can get it into these cute little molds. Let me show you. My favorite molds, actually, I bought at Hobby Lobby. And they are Wilton brand molds, and they are very shallow. I like these because I can fill them up right to the top. There's no guessing. And they're adorable. See the little flowers? They've got all different shapes, all different kinds, but these are my favorite because for me it's consistent as far as the size. I have these, which I love. These came from Kim, my sponsor, and I believe you can get these off of Amazon. I like these because you can be a bit more generous with your samples. If you want to give a customer, maybe somebody that's ordered quite a bit from you and you want to pop in just whatever random scent you want, you can give them a big chunk if you want to, but I usually fill them about halfway up for regular samples. And then I got these at the Scentsy family store. These are the holiday molds, but these are huge. And I like a good large sample, but if I'm going to be handing these out to 50 people throughout the month, I handed 4 out this morning. So it could be more than that, just wherever you're at. You're going to be using a lot of wax if you make samples with these, which, to each your own. If you want to do that, fine. But for me personally, these are great. These halfway full are just perfect. So you see that's already melted down quite a bit. Spill it everywhere. It's about a third melted already. So I'm just gonna leave that hanging out there. While this is melting, I get these labels from the Scentsy family store, and generally one of my kids will write the names, and I just hope to goodness it's legible, right? So I'll take a couple of these, and it's Pretty in Plaid. Pretty in Plaid. So if you have good handwriting, this is great. If you've got handwriting like me, I probably couldn't tell what that says. Nope. But there is a template that you can download from the workstation where you can type in what you want, and it will put this in here for you with a computer, which is nice. So I'll fill out you know, 10, 12 of these. I'll fill them out as I go because I used to do full sheets of these, but then I found that if I didn't hand out that many samples, I'm wasting my stickers, and I love these stickers. Another good thing to do is use the stickers that come in your Scent of the Month kit as labels. People do that, but all right, so let me fill out a couple of these, and then I will cut back to you when this wax is melted. Okay, so now our wax is all melted, so it's easy to take it and just I can't talk and pour. Oh, that's a big one. This is a little more difficult than it looks. I usually have the kids help me, but it is it's a bit difficult for them too. Some people use a syringe. I find that it just it gets a little too hard in the syringes. After a while, it doesn't keep warm enough. Oh my gosh, that one's huge. Well, yeah, I'm not the most proficient. See, I got it everywhere. But the good thing is when it starts to dry, you can kind of pick it off and toss it back in the pot and it will melt. It's a mess. Ah, okay. Let's see right here. That's not quite dry enough. So my trick here is don't touch this. Don't move it until all the wax is completely opaque. And then you're gonna wanna pop this in the freezer for 10 to 20 minutes. That works best for me. They pop right out and there's no residue left in your molds that way. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call my kid in here who won't do this on camera, but she loves to fill up the molds, so we will fill up the larger ones together off camera. Sophie! Come here! Okay, these, whew, right? These should be pretty good. Been in the freezer for about 20 minutes, so here's all we've got. I went ahead, because I had a little more wax than I was expecting, I used some of these molds from the Scentsy family store. So I'm just gonna go here, very lightly press down. All the way around and release. And then peel. And they're cute. Let me see. You know what I don't like about these is the word Scentsy doesn't really show up all that well. So maybe with these you do have to fill them up all the way to get that really prominent Scentsy logo on there. Don't know. Okay. But they're good size. I mean, that's a really nice size sample. Okay. These are the ones Sophie did. I love these. Cute little presents. The trees are adorable. Alright, we got a little bit heavy-handed with some of these. Some of these are thick. That's that's okay. This one was all the way to the top. That is a huge sample. All right, and these are the ones that we did originally, the tiny little ones. These pop right out. You know, it's funny, when I was, I didn't smell the cranberry until I was warming this scent. So my whole house smells like cranberries and fir, and I love it. I love it very much. Okay. See this little one here, this one I didn't fill up all the way, so I tried to use a little bit of the very end, the very last of the wax to fill it back up, and I didn't even have enough for that. So this one looks really funky on the back. I might keep that. The good thing is I like it, so whatever doesn't come out the way I want will be mine. So you can take this and you can just, especially when it's cold, peel it right off. So not worried about that. And they're tiny and they're perfect. And what I was thinking, if you've ever done mixers, I haven't done mixers and I wanted to so badly. So this is a sample of the Snow-Kissed Cranberry. That was November scent of the month, and everybody says, try it together, try it together. So, holy moly, that smells amazing. And I'm not just saying that because this is what I do. It smells so good together. Okay, great. So anybody I've given these samples to, if you've still got it, definitely mix it. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, and I didn't say clean this out while it's still warm. Take a napkin, wipe it out, wipe it down, because when it gets hard, it's just not fun to clean. So here's what I do. I take these tiny bags from the Scentsy family store. They are wonderful. They've already got the Scentsy logo on them. I will take one of the labels that we've made and I will put it right in the corner like so. Then I will take a business card and I will pop it in the bag before I do anything. And here is why. You take your wax and put it neatly on top of the business card and then seal it. Hopefully it won't move around too much. My fault with my November ones is I would put the sample in the baggie. Here, let me come and show you. I would put the sample, where are you? Come here. In the baggie first. And as it was in my purse, it just kind of, it got squished a little bit and it rubbed around, and there's a little bit of residue on the inside of the bag here, if you can see it. So what I did then was I put the business card in, you know, behind the sample, so it looked nice and pretty, like the ones we've got here. Looks beautiful. But then what ended up happening is, because there's this residue on the bag, it's getting on the business cards and staining them. And I don't like that at all. I mean, it's nothing big, it's nothing terrible, and the cards smell great, but definitely not what I want. So, I'm just finishing up 2 minutes. So in the end, what I will do is I will take a handful of these, 4 or 5, and this is what I use for a purse now. This is what the testers come in. I've taken my personal testers and put them in here in one of these little storage doodads that I found at Steinmart. The cool thing about this is I can see every scent. They're alphabetized. This is for me personally, so I can just pick the one I want and go. So I But you guys know when you buy a set of mini testers or it comes in your kit, it will come in a bag like this, which is perfect. So I've just emptied the bag. I've organized them the way I want. And in my baggie here, I have a couple of join brochures for when you meet somebody who's just all about Scentsy and loves it and you know it's going to be a good fit. I've got a couple order forms here, a couple catalogs, nothing fancy, my wallet, and then I'll put 5 or 6 of these right in the front where I know they won't get squished. So that's it. And you know, we've got these flyers here, which are great to have. And it shows the warmer of the month, things like that. So what I did in the beginning was I would just take it and fold it in half, stick a sample right in there, and I'd try to hand it out like this. And I got so many people say, no thank you, don't want it. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to offend you, I was just trying to give you a gift. But what I've found is if I don't give them the flyer, if I just present it to them like this, it's small, they can see the cute little sample, and they're more likely to take it. This is just my personal experience. Some consultants are diehard, give them this so they know what this is. I have more luck getting it into people's hands when it's so simple like this. It's got my name and number, my Scentsy website, my Facebook. So if they truly want to get in touch with me, if I haven't already gotten their information, which sometimes happens, then they've got all my information and they can see that as well. So that's just what I do. So most of the time it gets an amazing reaction. So I hope this was, informative for you. You really enjoyed this, and if you ever want to make samples with me, I do this about every weekend. It's just a good time. So thank you for watching. I will see you later. Guys, if you ever want to get in contact with me, please do. I'm here anytime, all right? Love you. Bye.